Hey there, welcome to the third and final segment in my Scream Factory overview. Hopefully you guys are liking these. I'm trying to get through as best as I can and talk about stuff in between that I didn't get as well. So first up, the next one that I picked up was Dark Angel. It was the cheapest Scream Factory Blu-ray that I ever saw. This one came out for about $12, I think, brand new, on the day that it came out. And we had some cool interviews on here with, of course, with Craig Baxley, the director. We got interviews with Dolph Lundgren and Brian Benben. Brian Benben was an actor that I'm mostly known for Dream On, the TV series Dream On. It was one of those first shows that had a lot of nudity and stuff into it as well. And, I remember that show. But I remember this movie. It's called Dark Angel here, but the title that I sat under was I Come in Peace, and that's what they showed in the theater when I watched the movie. But it was different for Scream Factory. It was their kind of starting to get into some stuff that wasn't quite horror, some stuff that actually you kind of think would belong in the Shout Factory aspect of it. And this would be the first of a couple, and I'm not sure how well the actual ones sell. I know there's another one that I don't have, and I'll talk about that when I get to it. Next up was, perfectly I got, is Q the Winged Serpent. I recently picked this one up because it just recently came around here. I love this movie. I love Larry Cohen's work. I love most stuff that he's done. This is the guy that made the It's Alive trilogy. And movies like, Maniac Cop and stuff like, what's the name of it again? God Told Me To. I think he did that one as well. And Stuff's a great film. But this is this audio commentary. I haven't got to watch it yet. I love this film, and it's just a very different, very cool film. I think T.J. Pyramid said that this is the one that Tina, Night Creepy Monster Squad, wanted, and dude, get it for it. It's an awesome film. And it's just so unique and so different. And it's got that old school monster feel to it, but it still has a genius of Larry Cohen, and he is such a great writer. He puts so much into his films, so much extra into there. I highly, highly recommend this one. Next up was one that I didn't pick up, and actually a lot of people picked this one up, and I may pick this one up down the road, even though it's a newer one, and I don't like to go for the newer stuff. That's Cockneys versus Zombies. It's really easy to pick up and get. I don't go for other new stuff. I don't consider it real Scream Factory per se, but even though it isn't under the logo, it's new stuff. But Cockney vs. Zombies does have some actors in it that I like, so I may actually pick that one up, even though at this point I'm kind of over the zombie thing and I'd like to see them move on from it. Next up was a double feature, the only double feature in Scream Factory that I don't have, and it's because we never got it. Unfortunately, it never ever came here, and that was Scanners 2, Scanners 3. This one was a double feature. I don't think there was a lot of extras on this one. Though I did want it because I love the Scanners films, and I'm going to get the Scanners when it comes up for Criterion. But just great stuff. And cheesy movies. Pierre David, of course, produced both those. And if you don't know the name Pierre David, he is a guy that produced a lot of this exploitation genre stuff that if you go Google his name, you'll see exactly what I mean. Next up was one that I couldn't pass up. I got this one, I think, on the day it came out. It is an incredible collector's edition, probably one of the best that Scream Factory put out. Great documentary, a full-length documentary. Really goes in depth. Great audio commentary on this one as well, among other things. And that is Day of the Dead. It's one of their best covers. And love this film. This is my favorite in the Romero trilogy of films. Because there's two more, but three more, right? Yeah, there's Land and Survival and something else. But the original trilogy, this is my favorite. And probably my favorite of all the Dead films, even though I love Dawn. Dawn's a great film. I just like this one just a little bit more. It is an incredible film, and I love this. And as you see, we've still got the red on this one here, which is kind of cool. Next one up was actually one that I did pick up recently. Again, I'm a big John Carpenter fan, and notice that the sticker kind of goes with the with the release, the green. If you've seen this movie, you know what that is. And it's Prince of Darkness. I love this film. I watched the interviews on this. The interviews are incredible on this one, by the way. There's a great Easter egg with John Carpenter at Screamfest that you really got to see. It's really just as good as some of the interviews that are on there. Got to turn up loud though because where it was done. But I love this film, and what's really cool on here, and it's not mentioned on the back, is that there's an alternate opening, TV opening to this one, and actually, the TV opening shows the movie in a different light, so to speak. It actually makes it look like well, pick it up and you'll see, because it's really neat to see the TV opening and how they actually change the context of the film a bit. Seriously great one. Next up was the I actually have them, Psycho 2 and Psycho 3. Again, this was a matter of cost at the time, and was this going to make that much difference between Blu-ray or DVD? No, it wasn't. And great features, audio commentaries on both these are amazing. Some great interviews and stuff, but the commentaries are the selling point on these two, and having these two finally, incredible. Love these features there. And this one, love the movies. There was no, unfortunately, no other case thingy for this. No turnaround case for a change, but I really like these films. Psycho 2 is just a fun little film. Some great acting. Psycho 3 is a very sleazy film, but you gotta love it. Next up was the Anvil box set. And now this was an incredible box set. This is one that to get for Anvil 2 alone. Anvil 2 is a great film. It's got a very Italian feel to it. I don't have this one, unfortunately. It's sold out around here. And one of these days, hopefully I'll be able to get it. It's a little expensive, a little out of my range right now, especially recently. And right after that, they did the all-night horror film marathon, and unfortunately it just didn't come around here. I really wanted it, really badly, and we didn't get it. Chilling Visions, again, is another one of the newer ones, so I didn't grab that. But the next one would be epic. The next one would be a release of the year. Something that every horror fan gotta have in their collection sooner or later. You just gotta break down, you gotta get this one. The Vincent Price collection. There's rumored that if the sales on this one was good enough that they would be doing a volume 2. Night of the Creepy Monster Squad, I'm sure this is the one that she's eyeing up if she hasn't already picked it up. Great stuff. I mean, it doesn't matter if you have these films already on DVD, because the Blu-ray transfers are fantastic, and the extra special features are really enough to buy this for. There are that many great special features on here. Hour-long interview with Vincent Price, hour-long interview with his daughter, introductions that were filmed specifically for these films for a local PBS channel. Some incredible stuff. Just even talking to the guy that filmed the interview, the segments that came before and after those, the films that are on here, just great stuff. Pit and the Pendulum, Fall of the House of Usher, The Mask of the Red Death, The Abominable Dr. Fives, The Haunted Palace, Witchfinder General, otherwise known as Conquer Worm. Even though I had this, I couldn't pass up. I had some of these that are on the set. I could not pass this up. It's an incredible one. It belongs in every Blu-ray collector's, every Vincent Price fan's, every horror fan's collection. Next up was another one that never got around our way, was the All-Night Horror Film Marathon Volume 2, that didn't come here. And unfortunately, the next two didn't either, and they're two that I really wanted, and we still haven't got them, and we don't know when we're going to get them around here. I guess I can maybe order them online, but I've really been trying to not do that and to get them from a local place. And those are Body Bags, which I really want. That's one of my favorites, anthologies of all time. And he just had some really cool stuff, some really quirky humor in there. The third story I really liked. And the first story I thought was the best. The second story is just such weird, quirky humor that you don't see done like this in a lot of films. And the third one, The Eye, was brutal and so well done. I love Mark Hamill. And the next was Assault on Precinct 13. Just a great film. Great John Carpenter film. Another one that didn't get around our way, sadly. But the next one is one I would have to be really, really cheap for me to pick up, was Eve of Destruction. An okay movie, not something I'd really want to go out and get. That's something I'd like to see, that I'd rather see in, like, I don't know, on a 4-pack or something like that. But I'll pick it up if it comes down like to the $12.99 price that Dark Angel did. Next up, next three I'm mentioning are three that didn't come around here. Night the Comet we didn't get, The Horror Show we didn't get, and Saturn 3 we didn't get. Those are three that I really want as well. But the Body Bags is the big one, and Assault on Precinct 13. Those are the big two that I haven't gotten yet that I really want. But Night the Comet and The Horror Show, Saturn 3. Now we recently got in the TV Terrors double feature, Initiation of Sarah and Are You Alone in the House Alone. I do want to pick that up. Beast Within never came our way, but the next one did, and that is Crawl Space. I love this movie. There's a great commentary on here, great interviews, and the short film, Please Kill Mr. Kinski, is incredible. It's funny, it's fantastic. This is one I strongly recommend. David Schmoller does a great job. Of course, this is the guy that directed Tourist Trap and Puppet Master, so we know it's going to be well directed. The score on here is fantastic. This is just one of these really weird, quirky films that you either like it or you hate it, I think. I loved it. And, we got Klaus Kinski in here. We got Talia Balsam, and it's just a really different, really cool film. Next up was one that I don't have, is the double feature. It was actually Die Monster Die. We didn't get that here. And then there was the Beast of the Hollow Mountain and Neanderthal Man. It was a double feature that we just didn't get it. But the next two were ones that we did get, and one I proudly got, as you guys know, on here early than it was supposed to be released, and the one I picked up today, and the Kevin Tenney ones. And if you're just getting into this, these are two that I can highly recommend. And it's Witchboard. Everybody should have this one. It is a great film. It's a great 80s film. It's a great film, and it's a great character film. And that's key. That's paramount right here. It's the characters in this one. And Night of the Demons is a great special effects horror film. Steve Johnson does the effects on this one here. Of course, if you're an 80s fan, then you know Steve Johnson's work. He's just really great with this stuff. Love this edition. Great special features. 72-minute documentary. Those are all my Scream Factory so far. Those are the ones that are out. Those are the ones that I got. I just today went and I pre-ordered the Darkman Blu-ray, and I also pre-ordered the Bad Dreams Visiting Hours double feature on Blu-ray. Why did I do that? Because when I have like a DVD Chef Factory copy, because the Visiting Hours one has a crap load of new special features that I really want, because I really love the movie Visiting Hours. Great stuff. Hope you've enjoyed my Scream Factory stuff. Hope there's been enough new content in there as I've been showing these, so that you guys were not bored with it, and you didn't mind looking through my Scream Factory stuff again. If you want to know anything about any of them, let me know. And the one I got to show this one. It's not officially Scream Factory, but it's a hell of a lot more Scream Factory-ish than Eve of Destruction, Night Riders. Pick it up. Shout Factory release. Should be a Scream Factory release. Excellent film. Excellent film. Great commentary. Great new interviews. And I gotta get some sleep before school tomorrow. But before I do, to relax, I'm going to have some tea, because it is time for tea.